Good morning, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars, and I just did a cold start video, which you should be able to find on our YouTube site. This is a 1954 Buick Super Riviera, 56R body code. And one of the great things about the Super Riviera, of course, is it does not have a post. It's a no post car, so when you roll the windows down, there's no B-pillar. Another thing that's kind of cool about this one is it's got the little flip-up rain guards. It's still functioning very well there on the passenger side. Driver's side seems to want to get hung up just a touch more, but yeah, I see that one's wanting to stick out a little with the window down. So let's hop in here, knocking the dirt off my feet. So what I'm grateful about in here is that it's an original dash. Somebody put a dual, just an inexpensive CD player in here, and it works. Great tunes, by the way. It sounds great in here. They've put some speakers up underneath the seats. I don't know if you can see them. But anyways, my water bottle's in there. I'm gonna turn this off now. Let's see, mode. There we go. Now, one thing I did notice is I was trying to figure out why the battery would have run down when I left it parked for a couple of weeks. If you don't push the power off button on that CD player, it will run the battery down. So it's got a good battery in it. It's got a newer generator. And the way this key works, if you just follow the original, it's off that direction, on in the middle. And then this has a push button start in the gas pedal. And as soon as it starts, it lets off the starter. I just think that's one of the coolest features. I love these old cruisers. They're easy to drive. It's got an automatic transmission, V8. It's got a tiny squeak in the steering wheel when I turn it. And I sprayed a little WD-40 on it, and it's, ugh. I thought it was better, but I hate that squeak. But just got to get the right spot with some grease. Getting on the accelerator, it's smooth and easy. You can barely feel that transmission shift. Man, perfectly smooth. It appears that the speedometer is not hooked up. Of the original gauges, it looks like the fuel gauge works, oil pressure gauge works, amperage meter works, and we may or may not be warm enough to see if the temperature's working yet. It's a great cruising car. The width on the newer wheels and tires, you can feel at really slow speeds. I almost said temperatures. Pumping the brakes here, they feel really good. They're stopping straight. So what I was gonna say is, when you're in a tight spot, sometimes this can take a little bit of extra effort, but I'm still holding the camera with one hand, steering with the other. I call that pretty smooth driving. Nice and straight as well. No pulling to the left or right. There's the brakes. Put her in park. Also reverses down, and it totally engages. Move in reverse. Back to drive. I've had a few older 50s models, Buicks and Oldsmobiles along the way the last 16 years, and I have found them to be really reliable with the same quirks, like having to hit the starter with a hammer. I have not had to do that with this car, but things like that, or like having the threads on the lugs go the reverse way in one side and the right way on the other side. Beautiful car. This is a really great driver. To me, I say this is a great car in the quality to value ratio, because for the price, it is incredible. Nice straight body lines. The paint shows really well. Good driver quality paint. And if we get right up on it, we're gonna see imperfections here and there. It's not a perfect paint job. Got a little spot there where they got a little bit of, you know, over the edge, or some little bubbles inside there, things like that. But even still, I gotta say, when I go to nitpick it, a few little imperfections here. If you're expecting driver quality, you're gonna be very happy with this car. Got a couple little spots there. Hood pops easily. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Oh man, I love that. Open the hood with one hand. Inside, under the hood, the paint is shiny. I haven't seen any rust under the hood. Engine sounds really healthy. The generator was replaced at some point. It's got some newer stickers on it. And it is putting out 13.5 volts like it should be. I think originally these had a longer battery on them. So right now it's got a shorter battery and a little Honda battery. I think that you would have to special order the longer battery to get, I think originally it's possible that they would have had a long 6-volt battery. I could be wrong, but this is definitely a 12-volt system. So I'm gonna shut it off. One of the sad things about the car is it got in a gravel fight with somebody on the freeway. And what I mean by that is, sadly, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 rock chips on this side from a gravel truck that got in front of it, is the story that I know. And, oh, by the way, the wipers do work, which is really great. Lights all work. Turn on position. Yep, lights are on. I love it when the horn works. It's always good. Gosh, I love that. It's got the dual horn. And basically original, yep, lights in the back are on, except for the wheels. Now, I believe the car may have been painted a different color, and it does have a body tag that's easy to discern. But just looking in here, I can't say for sure if it was what the original color on the car was. But anyways, let's go down the body lines. Let's take a look. I know there was a couple of little spots, like the bottom of the door. It's got a little bit of, actually this looks really good. Bottom of the door looks good. It's the rocker. Rocker's got some spots where you can see where they did a repair there to paint. You know, I'm gonna guess this paint's maybe 10 or 15 years old. It's an older restoration. It's a little bit of imperfection down here. Just what looks more like what could have been better blocked before it was painted. So just a few little spots here and there. I don't even see necessarily what I would say looks like rust per se, but more just right down here at the bottom of the rockers. When they were painting this car, they could have blocked it better. And you can, of course, see that it's got a little bit of Bondo. Just like we always say, if anybody tells you there's no Bondo in their car, they're lying to you, because they put Bondo in them, even from the factory. A couple of small rust holes there. Other than that, there's one little weep hole there. Oh. And then it looks like they did a little bit of a repair here. There's a little spot of rust. Overall, this car is very solid. It is no rusty bucket. It's a solid survivor. Your X frame looks great. I don't see any rust on the frame. The cab or body mounts to the frame look great. Even inside the rockers here. Sticking my head way in here, hoping this camera will adjust for you guys. But even inside these rockers here, they look great. So other than that one spot. Another thing is, I would order some floor mats for this car. I like floor mats. You know, I've got a gravel road. It gets a little dirty, but come on now. There we go. Need the camera to adjust. The carpet got cut to access the master cylinder, which is underneath here. So that's not uncommon. I've checked it this morning, made sure it had brake fluid, and it did. And it brakes well. There's no leaks. let's finish looking at the underneath and then we'll come back to the interior. Under the back, these are the places I get most concerned about these cars. This is where they typically rust the worst. And this is a great indicator of a solid, I mean, look at how clean and solid this is. Incredible. Some new parts under here. Looks like some dirt daubers need to be scraped off. Really solid underneath. Number one thing that rots out is right there. That spare tire well. It's nice and clean and rust free back here. Incredible shape, actually. This is like I said, that's to me is really good survivor condition. So beautiful. Get the camera way up in there so you can see. Those floor pans look original, no undercoating, nothing covering them up. Again, some more new parts on the car. Very solid looking in the back. Little spot right here, kind of a dent. Maybe there was a flat tire at some point that would have caused that little dent there. Have a blowout. Fender up here looks great. I don't see any presence of corrosion or rust here. We'll go down the side, passenger side. Little spot right there. Little spot of rust underneath here. Those are the rockers, look good. Floor pan on the passenger side, same as the driver's side. It's got those crusties, and it looks like somebody just put a replacement piece of steel above it from inside, which is really common. And the only reason that looks cruddy down here is because after doing that replacement piece of steel, what a lot of guys would do, but not everybody, is cut this and clean it up. So really solid. Other than that, newer exhaust. I'm trying to keep these videos under 15 minutes. I know they feel like they run long, but I'm trying to be as detailed as I can. Always looking for corrosion or anything like that, making sure we disclose anything that we can catch. It's important to me to let you guys know anything that I see. We don't meet customers face to face very often. We are small mom and pop, and almost every vehicle we sell off these videos and ship them. In fact, we're sending a Mustang to Denmark next month, so we even send vehicles around the United States. So door panel looks good. Windows roll up pretty good, pretty easy. And down, we've got a missing window crank on the other side. And then we do have one missing window crank back here, so those would need to be ordered. I'll try to track those down on eBay. Look at that back seat, isn't incredible. The upholstery looks great. Door panels look like they're in great original condition. Maybe they were replaced, I can't tell. But the headliner looks awesome. I haven't tried to turn that light on. Let's see. Okay, that light's not coming on, but the headliner looks great. Sun visors are present and look good. Rear view mirror is present. It's missing the cigarette lighter. And then we have the aftermarket wiper switch works. We have it in on position. Actually, I don't like to leave a car with a generator in the on position. It'll run the battery down or burn out the starter. So what I was going to try to do was see if we could get any of this working. And it's just not. There we go. We've got a aftermarket switch underneath that turns the blower on and off. And like I said, I just turned the car off. Let's see. Got the Eagles playing. Oh, no. Oh, no, but you know why? I turned the CD player off. Okay, so, well, there she is. Beautiful 1954 Buick Super Riviera. And I think this is going to make somebody a really fun cruiser. You can hop it in it right now. In fact, when I'm done with this, I'm going to put my dealer tag on it and go drive it around. And hopefully, if you call me and you're interested in buying it, I can tell you that I've been cruising around town in it and tell you how my experience has been driving it. That's what's been so fun this summer is we just decided to use our dealer tag more and drive these cars a little bit more, get them out on the road. They're fun to be seen in. Everybody wants to take pictures. And like I said, to me, this is in the bargain bin. For the collector that this is, man. So scoop it up, give us a call. We're at PeachtreeClassicCars.com. You'll find my phone number on there. I'd love to hear from you.